Now, in 1971, a young, rebellious and unofficial England team competed in the Women's Football World Cup in Mexico. But when they came home, they were not celebrated. They were mocked and banned.
Some of them have never played again, and for decades their incredible story went mostly unheard until now, because it's being told in a new stage play called The Lost Lionesses. Jane McCubbin reports.
This is the story of the trailblazers, the rule breakers, the women who dared to dream big when only one man believed in them. A story which is finally getting the attention it deserves half a century after it really happened.
There's the sandwiches.
The Lockhart family always knew there was a legend in their midst. To Nicole, she was football-mad Auntie Christine, who had an unbelievable story. Because in 1971, she represented her country in the unofficial Women's World Cup.
In my auntie's office, I remember when I was little, I heard about stories. I remember seeing the medal in the frame. I was like, wow, that's the piece of evidence that I want to take to school and show everyone and be like, look, you know, I'm not lying.
Oh, this one, Mum.
Yeah, well, look at this.
This is the original medal.
Yes.
As soon as we got there, we were in Inglaterra, and that's how they saw us.
Grainy footage shows the girls arriving in Mexico, a game which to this day holds the record for attendance at any women's game. They lost the tournament, but won the hearts of the host nation.
Yeah, they're saying 97,000, which is amazing feat.
Yeah.
Even Christine telling me when she came home, I didn't understand the impact of that until I saw the real footage.
Yeah, because when we went there, we didn't know either we were going to be in the Aztec Stadium.
You didn't realise it was going to be the biggest stadium in the world.
Well, you know.
But even after all of this, their story was buried, because they'd been taken to Mexico by maverick manager Harry Batt, who believed in the women's game. He dared to take a team before the FA had even set up a national squad.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that story when I was younger, and I thought it was the greatest story ever. And I remember wanting to tell everybody at school, and I did, and then people would say that I was lying, there's no such thing as women's football. And for me, I mean, I think there was only one game in a year you'd see it on telly, so I believed it.
On their return to the UK, Christine, the team and Harry Batt were banned by the FA. And until recent years, she never really spoke of it again.
No.
Why?
We've analysed it, and I can only think when you get a ban, you feel like you've done something wrong and you're ashamed. They could never imagine what I'd done, and they didn't care, so what's the point?
It should have been this source of pride, but
Yeah.
you learnt to bottle it up.
Yeah.
These girls just want to play football and making history as women and just living the dream and then coming back and, well, you shouldn't have done that. Put the medal in the cupboard and forget. Yeah.
The injustice of this story inspired Nicole to turn it into a play.
You're going to a Women's World Cup in Mexico.
Last night, The Lost Lionesses opened in Bedford. In the audience watching on, some of the original 71 squad.
Having that experience out there, coming home in that plane, we thought, this is it. This is it now for women's football.
This is the start.
We lived 100 dreams together as a team.
In fact, it would take another 40 years for the FA to set up the Women's Professional League. 50 years to achieve this.
England, European champions!
For it to happen all that time ago and then it take 51 years to have that with the Euros, it was just mind-boggling. You just think, why is it taking so long? Where would we be right now if we kept with that?
It just showed that women's football was supported and was wanted.
If they'd have embraced that when we come back, women's football could have been where it is now 50 years ago.
We've lost decades of support for women. Things are progressing. The Euros 22 set the platform.
No! 4 years of hurt!
The genie's out of the bottle, as far as I'm concerned.
Lift that trophy!
And none of this could have happened without the women who blazed the trail.
Fascinating to see how things have changed.
Yeah.
But I mean, too late for you, just too late.
Yeah, but I've played in the Essex Stadium.
Jane McCubbin, BBC News.
Well, let's speak now to Euro-winning Lioness and Manchester United footballer Ella Toone. Morning, Ella. Can you believe, you're just watching that with us, can you believe that wasn't even that long ago?
No, it's crazy, isn't it? But I think for us, they're the people that we look to. They're the reason that we're in this journey, and they've paved a platform for us to go on and do what we do now. So, yeah, I've met a lot of those players, and yeah, I'm really happy that I've been able to meet them and that they can share their story now as well.
Does it make you